Vampagra. It'll turn your dick into a balloon. What's up, guys? I'm James, and we're in the studio, and this week we actually had a shit show, Showdown. I'm joined in the studio with
Jash with an A.
And John.
without
an A.
Yeah, spelled normally.
And this is Cinema Shat.
John's parents liked him. So.
Your parents liked me too.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, you can save it for another podcast. I know they liked you, John. I know.
He was the only one.
You had to bring it up.
Like, whenever you invited him and I over to your parents' house, he was the only one that was allowed to get seconds.
Yeah, I know all of this. Dude, why are you broadcasting all like this is the kind of stuff that keeps me up.
I'm
telling
on your
the world.
side.
This is the kind of stuff that keeps me up at night too, but in a good way. I'm just like, Josh's parents love me.
I just picture you like, wait, no, I don't. Because I'm a straight man.
Sure.
No, I picture you aggressively masturbating and you're like, his parents love me. Fuck, yes. I got second
half right.
helpings.
Half right. It's a mix of sensual aggression. So it's like, it's aggressive, but it's still very like timed and rhythmic and sensual.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, vampire edition of Shit Show Showdown.
I have a problem with this, like, right off the bat.
Thunder crash.
Yeah, so a few things. You were contributing nothing. You were just playing, like, ding, ding, ding.
Yeah,
like,
but it sounded great.
Yeah, I could write an essay.
Get this
how
kid
that didn't
signed.
Sound great.
You could not write an essay. You plagiarizing fuck. Josh is not scholarly.
For the audience at home, we're discussing off air how I would plagiarize people's essays. So that's what he meant there.
America, fuck yeah. Okay, so tonight we actually Josh and I.
Nice.
Josh and Nice.
Try it again.
Josh is nice.
Marker. No, Josh and I, we selected 2 movies tonight for Shit Show Showdown, and we wanted 2 bad movies. Josh, you picked a glorious bad movie, and I picked a very boring, well-executed film.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that weird? Like,
Yes.
It was, the titles were, I picked Bite Night.
Bite Night.
And I you should put the cover on for the YouTube listeners. Just a little extra longer, because I want everyone to really grasp how bad this fucking cover looks. So it set a good precedent for us.
It set a good precedent.
Yeah.
I'm gonna knock those vamps out like Bite Night.
I'm gonna knock the vamps out like Bite Night.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so it was a piece of shit. And then, like you were saying, James picked what is it called?
Vampire Hunters. A Chinese
Vampire
film.
Hunters. Yeah, Chinese film that
Nearly a decade apart.
probably like 5 times the budget of Bite Night.
Oh,
yeah.
easily.
And they worked their ass off, built
Easily.
sets, and we were sleeping the entire time.
Yeah, we were all, 15 minutes before the movie ended.
The problem was the
You were like,
story was just
Everybody's checked out. Yeah.
the action was good, the
Action
sets
was
were
good.
great, like it wasn't terribly lit, but the story was so god awful boring.
Well,
And by terribly lit, he doesn't mean like awesome. He means actual lighting.
Yeah, like it was real lighting, like as compared to Bite Night, which was just like
Street lamp
Yeah.
behind the talent.
Yeah. Yeah, or the key light is behind the camera operator, so we keep seeing a human shadow
Yeah.
every time somebody walks in front of the camera. It's like,
Well,
oh my God.
to be fair, they did bounce light off that Ford Focus. So,
Okay, well, we'll get into it on the second film. Let's start with your film, Josh, which came out in 2011.
Right, John called that. He's like, yeah, this probably came out in 2011 because of that MacBook.
And
we
you
looked
were
it up.
incredibly bright.
Nailed it.
John nailed it. You're like a hammer.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Nail.
that's what the boys down at the club call me.
Hammer? Oh, okay.
I'm cool with that.
I'm cool with that, too.
That's great.
Wow! Fucking call and tell people, John. Here's a yellow page.
No, he does contracting work for them.
page.
He does carpentry for them.
He does carpentry.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll get into
That's one way to call it.
We'll get into the puns of Bite Night, which the movie is the title itself is a pun, but
It is?
Bite Night. Yeah, cuz like they
They gonna beat the pussy up like Bite Night.
Yeah. Oh, I remember when the guy's like, I'm so hungry, I could eat pussy.
Yeah.
It's like, you're a vampire.
That was an actual joke.
Yeah.
And we all looked at each other puzzled.
Their
very
attempts at
confused.
humor were very bad. A lot
Yeah.
of their attempts at humor were just like, oh, he sucks the blood out of her neck. Oh, but it gave him an ingestion. Farts.
Yeah. Yeah, he eats...
I forgot there were farting jokes.
Oh,
the
here,
whole movie.
we should probably sum up the plot
Yeah,
before
go
we
ahead.
get into it.
Go ahead, Josh.
Oh, fuck.
Tell us.
Uh,
Tell us with your mouth hole.
okay, I remember. So there's this town.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's a vampire town. It's full of vampires.
Sanguine.
Oh, it's called Sanguine. Because sanguine, blood. Oh, God. That is the first pun.
And the
So,
sanguine witch trials. Sorry.
Yeah, that's not... None of that.
I know that.
What?
The,
You
uh,
never been to Sanguine, Massachusetts?
No, I haven't, because that place doesn't exist, John.
Side note, Salem, Massachusetts is fucking boring.
Not a single pyre.
That's what's up, John. We should have John's travel tips.
That would be fun.
Yo, I went to France. It's fucking boring.
Fucking boring.
Eating a croissant in the morning. Okay, so
What are these thinner pancakes? Bullshit.
But okay, so there's this town, and it's a vampire town, right? The entire town.
I think it's
The
like
entire
half
town.
the town's vampires or something.
No,
I
yeah,
didn't
you're right.
care.
Half the town vampires, half the town are humans, which that's
And
not
half
gonna work.
the time, we're wondering what's going on.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah.
But so this is a world of. So they're like coexisting, but they're not eating each other. The vampires drink blood
Yeah.
out of a bottle.
Yeah.
Because Bite Night is the night they go crazy and bite everyone. It's like the Purge. Yeah. But
Yeah.
but
vampires.
That makes sense.
but they spend most of the movie world building, and that's putting it very nicely because it's just ads. It's a TV. They're TV
They
ads.
broke the entire movie around like one of the guys came up with one of those ads as a joke.
Yeah,
and then
bloodbath.
they
Exactly.
started
I think it had to be
continuing off
bloodbath.
of that. And then next thing you know, they were just like, "Well, we can write a movie off of this."
Yeah, exactly. They wanted a framework for these ads because, admittedly, they're the kind of the most entertaining part.
Yeah.
I know that's like on a
You're
sliding
just
scale.
baffled.
Entertain-
You're just baffled the whole
entertaining-
time.
and-
You're like, why is this happening? But
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
you're like,
Entertaining is used lightly and very loosely
Exactly.
here.
Yeah. But yeah. So the plot is the vampire clan is getting ready for Bite Night, and they sit down and watch TV for like an hour.
Yeah.
And
That's
in
not,
the movie,
that's not
by
even
the way.
exaggeration. They're sitting there just watching these different ads go back and forth for like 40 minutes of the fucking movie.
Yeah,
runtime.
there's ads. There's a vampire Maury Povich
Yeah.
or like
And
Jerry
the ads
Springer
are showing
type
up,
show.
The ads are showing up like they'll cut to an ad and then they'll cut back to the Maury Povich thing and then cut right back to an ad. Like that's not how television works.
Right, yeah. It's
or the
fucking
weather
stupid.
channel's just on in the background.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's the weather
Yeah,
channel.
and you have like the 16-year-old weatherman.
Yeah, who's not a vampire. He's the only one.
I thought the weather was going to play a role in the story because
Yeah.
they kept cutting to it and it's on the TV and I was like, is there going to be some storm that keeps people
They
you know,
talk about a storm. They actually
I
talk
feel like
about
they planned
it. Do
that
you guys
out, but
remember
they
that?
never like executed.
Yeah, they never did anything.
followed
with
up
that.
on it in
Yeah.
the end.
But yeah, so they watch TV for like an hour, and then the leader shows up, which they already established a leader.
But,
But
what's
then
the
the-
plot?
I guess that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah. Like I'm
the
listening to
plot
it and I'm
is-
like, what is it?
There's like
The leader shows up, trains them in martial arts at the last minute.
Yeah.
Like, fight night's tomorrow, and he's like, I will train you to do martial arts. They have a big martial arts battle.
Was he even a vampire? I felt like he was a vampire.
Supposed to be, but they never show his teeth.
Like he's calling,
his hand was sizzling, and he was like, let the sunlight burn your
okay.
skin.
Yeah, he was a
I
vampire.
didn't see that part. I had checked out by then.
Oh, no, that wasn't your fault, John. They fucked up, and they didn't show him with teeth or anything.
Yeah, because I remember him being like, all right, you fucking bloodsuckers and stuff. Like, I anticipated him.
But he was also at the high table. That's the whole, like, blade, you know, like where everybody's, all the vampire elders are at the table and they're talking, but it was 5 people.
Oh, I don't even remember that. Is that when they're in that dude's garage?
No, that predates it.
Oh, okay.
That's like, predates that post 9/11.
Right,
wow.
exactly. Now, so they have the big kung fu fight in the middle of the town square, and then the vampires get defeated by 2 Asian women that are 13 years old, and then they go
the
to
only people that know martial arts.
Yeah.
The camera was just like
only brown belts.
Film them.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like,
But so they get defeated, and then the remaining vampires reconvene at the bar, and then for fuck's sake,
I'm impressed
there's some
you can
chick in
remember
a
this
trunk.
much.
yeah.
I'm like barely making sense here.
Yeah, I'm impressed you remember this much.
Yeah,
I just remember the ads. I was just there was.
I remember
I'm
there
sorry,
was
there
like-
was just a moment
cool.
I was like
they just-
slack jaw the whole time. I was like,
there's like a police officer in a trunk. They talk to her. We were all talking over it because we were getting fucking bored. And then I forgot there's a Sheriff Butter,
Sheriff Butter.
who's investigating the whole thing terribly.
Yeah.
He's like sitting in his apartment watching TV. Like, what the fuck?
terribly.
Sitting in his apartment watching TV, fully uniformed.
The vampire TV.
The vampire
He was
TV.
watching vampire
Yeah.
TV.
Yeah, and he's confused.
Which is only for vampires. So,
Right, like,
hey, buddy, change the channel.
and why is he confused? I thought this town has existed for a long time. He's like, what's with the vampire
They didn't know what
TV?
they were doing when they wrote it, because like
Dude.
with the they had like this coven of orphans, I guess. And there's one
Right.
part where the person it starts out early with like a blood transfusion for one of the orphans.
Oh yeah, I
with
forgot
Butter.
about all of that.
Butter transfuses his blood with one of the orphans,
Yeah.
and like,
Oh my god.
but at that
That is so stupid.
Detective Butters.
oh god,
Yeah, he gets transfused at the worst hospital ever.
Yeah.
There's one guy working there, and there's red flags right away.
yeah, he's like menacingly using what is this called? Where you're like rubbing your hands very menacingly.
Here, do it into the mic so that the audience can tell us.
That's a
Hey,
good
what
idea,
is this? Well, no, John, that's you blowing the microphone.
Send us an email and tell us what this is. Oh yeah.
Do the hand thing again. So they. Yeah, what is that? Tell
Yeah.
us. Okay.
Comment below.
Okay.
What is this?
I think that's clapping. I don't know. I could be
Well,
wrong.
time to put my balls up.
Clapping? Clapping?
Okay,
But,
pressing on.
But yeah, the hospital has one employee.
Yeah, and he
Very
looks
creepy,
like
man.
the re-animator. Like, not
Yeah.
looks like him, but he's acting like him, the re-animator.
Herbert Gordon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like that actor.
Have you seen that?
He's also the child at the very beginning whose parents get, like, Bruce Wayne.
Oh, that's him?
Yes!
Oh.
There was a moment where they showed the boy and the doctor, and it was like, it was the information telling you that this boy is him. Because they had done somebody else young and grown up. And I was like,
I
what
missed
the
all of
fuck?
that.
It was just one thing, and Rachel and I were like, okay, I guess he's the little boy is the
doctor is.
morgue
It's not.
guy.
It's not Butter.
Huh.
Yeah, it's not Butter.
I gotta say though, I still stand by
I
my
can't
theory.
believe that it's not Butter.
I still stand by my theory. Even though the vampire offed both the kid's parents, he was there to save the kid. Because I mean, who's the kid more safe with, really?
Yeah, why did the
a
church
bloodthirsty
people have
vampire
powers?
or a priest?
Yeah, no.
That is a good question, John.
It's lesser of two predators.
Yes.
That's a tough one. That's like up there with like.
That's what he said. That's a tough one.
Speaking of Christ powers, speaking of Christ powers, they all seem to have Christ powers.
Yeah.
And the
they
sheriff
shoot Hadoukens.
has a fucking they shoot Hadoukens, and the sheriff has a fucking cross on his uniform, like he's God Sheriff.
He's God Sheriff. I don't want to be that guy, but why are there guns in heaven? Okay, moving on. So cinematography
or lack thereof.
What cinematography?
Okay, next, lighting.
Or lack
what
thereof.
lighting?
Nailed it. Okay, next, directing.
Or lack thereof.
Okay, I think we've pretty much hit every, main focal point. Let's just rip this film apart.
Yeah,
acting.
definitely. Oh my god.
Let's get into the puns. The
Sure, okay.
infomercials,
Save that
the
thought,
vampire
John.
television. I don't think there's really anything to talk about. The acting was incredibly bad.
Yeah, I still am not sure who was the
Incredibly
worst
bad.
actor in all that, because they were all so awful.
Everyone.
Except for the black chick. She was like the only decent
Yeah.
actor, and she was there for
Yeah.
like a minute.
She was I don't even remember what
She
her
was
character
she was
is.
like she was like a neighbor of the place that Butter had just moved into, and then she was also like worked for the police. But she never shows up again. So it's like, why are you even introducing this character?
She's on screen for 3 minutes, and she's the
Yeah.
only one
She
that
knew.
could actually kind of act. She was still bad, but
Yeah. I mean, we're talking comparatively, of course.
yeah.
If,
Everyone else
let's
high
just,
school
let's
play.
Let's just say this director's not getting Daniel Day in his fucking movie.
No, of course
Absolutely
he
not.
is. I mean, not.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But
I
like, yeah.
misspoke.
No, I'd say a lot of the people you're taking away from like the drama kids in high school. There's some drama kids that were way better than those motherfuckers that could act.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
that's a good point.
Yeah, that's very true. It's very fucking true.
Because at least the drama kids wanted to be there.
Yeah, the drama kids
Like, none of
wanted
these
to be
people
there. They
gave
were
a
trying
fuck.
to.
Well, I bet that chick, she was like, oh, wow, I did this one scene. Didn't show up. Didn't reply to texts, calls,
I could
anything.
see that.
Oh,
She,
that's
she
why
like
she
jumped
definitely
ship.
see that.
Yeah. She
She
saw
jumped ship.
dailies.
She saw Detective Butters.
Yeah,
She was like,
yeah.
oh, fuck.
Yeah.
She's gone.
Yeah, she's
Sound effects,
We should
all
look
this.
up her name. Maybe she's been in some Z grade movies.
Wrong!
Okay, that's correct.
You're wrong! I'm going to get into these. We started the show out with Vampagra, which gets your vampire penis hard for sex.
Is Viagra for
Yeah.
vampires.
Yeah, Vampagra. And
That's
you made the
stupid.
joke because they were blowing up condoms.
Yeah, they're
and
blowing up really long balloons and playing with them.
And
No,
the
just
female
run-
vampires were like,
just
oh
run,
my
just run it back for a second there. You get your vampire penis hard for sex.
I guess, yeah.
Penis needs to get hard for sex. Okay.
John,
okay.
did you not know that?
I totally knew that. I do the sex all the time.
I do the sex.
Me
do
too.
The sex. Okay, so they're blowing up these balloons, and they're like long balloons. And the hooker type vampires who are literally.
No, that's safe
I
to
don't
say.
know. I don't know how they got the job. Well, I mean, I know how they got the job. They're huge tits, and they look like
Yeah.
very horish.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to degrade women. That's what they look like. Okay.
Yeah.
And so they're all like, "Oh my god, it's getting bigger!
Yeah,
Look how
yeah.
big it is with Vampagra. Blood will flow through your cock, and all this stuff."
Yeah, yeah.
And they're all like, "Oh my god, it's so big!" Looking at the
Yeah.
balloons, and then Josh was like, "Vampagra, it'll turn your dick into a balloon." At which point I proceeded to laugh so hard I couldn't breathe. So yeah, that was one of the commercials.
Oh my god, that was like
commercial-
1 of 10.
dude. And y'all, people listening, students gather round. There were like 10 fucking commercials. They just kept going,
Yeah,
kept
like back
going,
to
kept
back.
going. Another one was Van Plumber, which I couldn't tell if he was gonna fuck the woman or fix
Yeah.
the pipes.
It was I think it was a softcore porn.
Van Plumber.
Which
They
was
had
then-
they had a soundtrack to it with somebody
Yeah.
singing Van Plumber.
Yeah.
Following that was Vamp Whore.
No wait,
Oh, God,
wait,
he's a
before you get
gigolo.
to Vampore.
Well, I was just
That's-
I brought up that one next because they were both within the same line.
Oh, they were back
Are
to
they
back.
both fucking?
Yeah.
Was there a Vampore?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there was
Vamp
Vampore. He was
whore.
he was essentially a gigolo,
Yeah.
where he shows up to this like
It
older
was right
lady's
after
house,
Van Plumber.
and like she looks out the door all like, oh, doing something naughty in here. Hope nobody's looking. Like, because that's how normal people act.
Yeah, and, conspicuous.
Yeah, and then it just went fucking Vamp-eh-res, and it shows like three different pictures of him in front of like red, blue, and yellow, and they all look god awful.
Well, you gotta. I mean, this movie has like tons of problems, but you gotta admit that was pretty subtle. Like,
the one that started all the commercials was Bloodbath, which was like a bubble bath for vampires, and it was blood themed. I don't know.
It wasn't blood. It was red food coloring.
No, I was just saying it was blood themed, like, because they're vampires.
Yeah. Bathe.
Want a vampire style UTI? Take
Ew.
Bloodbath.
Do you want?
That's what bubble baths do. Bubbles just climb up into your urethra, Franklin.
What?
Do you want
Franklin?
Do you want to feel like Queen Elizabeth? Bloodbath.
Oh God. Oh, I thought it was a spider.
Oh,
spooky, scary spiders.
But yeah,
what was your favorite?
Bath.
What was your favorite, Josh, of the commercials?
Favorite commercial? That's like saying, what's your favorite Adam Sandler movie? That's like exactly what you said.
Oh, easy.
Don't say it.
Jack and Jill.
I think what did we miss any? Is there any other commercials?
There were a couple, but there were so many. I was trying to write them down so fast. There was the
Vamp-eh-res, bro.
Oh, yeah.
We need to get vampire. Yeah, it was like we need vampires to kill people.
Take a bite out of terrorism.
Yeah,
for racist.
Terrorism.
Yeah. They're biting some brown guy. Like,
that one was terrible.
I was like, wow, okay.
He's probably I'm telling you, that guy is probably the guy that funded this whole thing.
Yeah.
It's like, so there's got to be tits and a lesbian scene and
oh my God, the vampire lesbian scene.
Lesbian scene?
Yes, it was on. Oh the Maury show.
It was on the Maury Povich vampire show.
And then they also had bikini bowling because
oh my
they
God,
needed that in the movie too.
Yeah, there was a lot of.
But yeah, the Maury Povich vampire show. They have 4 vampires on the show. And they're just asking them fucking stupid questions like, how do vampires get killed?
Yeah, like how would you feel if you go on a fucking talk show and it's like, so how can we kill you?
Yeah, how can we kill you guys?
It was
we're not gonna.
What's the easiest way to kill a vampire? And it was like an ABCD thing. It was like holy water, decapitation, stake through the heart, sharks.
Yeah,
the last one was sharks.
Fed to sharks.
Fed to the sharks. And
they were like all offended.
It's not the shark one. Rachel Ray, you dumb bitch.
You see like the last 15 minutes on the or 15 seconds on the clock ticking in the classroom, and you're like, oh my God, I gotta answer this question.
Just doing the vampire
not the fucking sharks. Maybe it is the sharks. The whole thing. Like maybe
I got a quick little segue. Speaking of sharks, we got Shark Week coming up next week.
We do.
We're gonna be doing some Shark Week stuff.
Give us some shark ideas.
That gives us a perfect time to also mention that Cinema Shat is filmed in front of a live school of sharks just waiting to eat us.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, we need to stop doing that.
Stop doing what?
Filming in front of sharks.
And this week's episode,
OSHA hates us.
And this week's episode,
Danny the intern's being eaten again. It happened again.
It happened again.
How'd he get eaten twice? Sorry, John. Go ahead.
This week's episode is brought to you by some really weird rich old guy who likes to watch people get eaten by sharks. Hi, Dave.
Hey, Dave. Thanks for funding the show. Stop coming in my house.
He's got a banana hammock, but it's got a shark on the front. It's like a shark's mouth. And it's
hey
like,
guys,
it's
you
like
want to come
you know
in
what's
for tea?
behind that. You're like penis and balls.
Yeah, I think that goes without saying, James.
Well, he could be all canned out. We don't know. He could be smooth.
But back to how vampires die.
Yeah, whatever.
Technically, water kills vampires due to the
Chinese lore.
No, I fucking can't remember what year, but Christopher Lee Dracula movie.
Okay.
He dies. He's on ice. The ice breaks and he falls into water and dies. It is the worst Christopher Lee vampire movie. But
wait,
but
so
that's
he
set
just
to
drowns?
No, he doesn't drown. He touches water
and just dies.
Yeah.
So he can't go into the rain.
Right.
That's stupid.
What if it's humid
tell me
out?
about it.
That's
when I
really
finished that
stupid.
one, I was like, this is the worst Christopher Lee.
Which one was
movie.
that?
Fucking
Batman
Satanic
Forever.
Rites of Dracula or something like that.
Oh, okay.
But,
I thought it was Batman Forever. Okay. Okay. All right. Before we get to the broads and the breast and the bowling, we're going to also note that there was a fourth wall break. And
God.
that is when somebody,
Jesus.
the doctor is meeting with
Butter.
Detective Butters. No, I wish I could do his voice. He didn't have enough lines, but his voice was so like.
It was very, very.
What do you mean
weird.
these vampires?
Yeah. What do you mean these vampires?
I see. Even your impersonation, I'm like neither one of us.
Yeah.
I can't
Right.
remember
I
what
was
he
like,
sounded like.
It
It
sounded
was so unique,
duncy.
but
Yeah.
so duncy.
Like a dumbass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just like that dude. Did
Well,
not
again, he was
pass the third
solving
grade.
vampire murders and stuff, and was busy with his kids' cuisine, watching the Vampire Channel in his fucking house. Anyways, okay, so there's a fourth wall break,
I don't know if Stouffer's is gonna be that happy if you're talking about kid cuisine. They might drop us.
Okay, fair
He was eating a Stouffer's TV dinner.
Oh, are we
Bing.
sponsored by Stouffer's?
Yes.
Yes,
Sorry,
stuff your
Stouffer's.
ass.
Dude, that's our sponsor.
Stouf your ass. No, that's
That's
their
their
slogan.
That's their slogan. They
Stouf
changed
your
it.
ass.
Stouf your
my
ass.
mistake.
Yeah.
That's an interesting strategy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's really hitting with the younglings.
Yeah, the younglings
yeah.
love it.
It's killing.
Oh, it's kind of like Subway's new one. Subway. Fuck you.
Subway. Enjoy our sandwiches and forget that our spokesman was a pedophile.
Subway, make your own fucking sandwich. All right,
Anyway,
so
go
the
ahead.
doctor comes up to Detective Butters, and he says, "I can't believe you're not butter."
Yeah.
And then a boing sound effect like this happens, and then right after that,
Butter?
Detective Butters looks straight into the fucking camera and says, "I can't either." A noise like this.
Yeah.
yeah.
That actually happened.
Yeah.
That fucking happened.
Yeah,
And then
that
that-
was really in the movie.
That's when we figured out that's why that's his name.
Yep.
For that joke.
That one joke.
No, guys,
Dude.
come on.
That's why
That one
Oh.
joke.
You actually
No,
got
come
me for
on.
a sec.
Yeah, no,
That's
I'm jerking off on
embarrassing.
your eyes right now.
Ugh.
No,
Come on.
No,
I gotta-
Your eyes.
I got a quick segue though, because it just made me think of something.
How can you afford a Segway on your salary, John?
Don't worry about what I do.
Okay.
Anyways, is there a like McDonald's sandwich corporation that isn't like horrible? Like Subway, Jared Fogle touched his kids.
Quiznos.
Quiznos, they fuck their franchisees over and force them into a pyramid Ponzi scheme. Fucking
Firehouse Subs.
Firehouse Subs, they're firemen. They set fires to people's houses. Come
That's
on
a
now.
fireman thing.
Jimmy John's hunts animals, like
Okay.
Trophy Hunter.
Piece of shit.
I have a feeling we're gonna find out about like bodies in Jersey Mike's basement somewhere.
Oh, Jersey.
Chick-fil-A hates the LGBTQ
Not
community.
a sub, not actually a sub place, but they are terrible people too. Yeah, and I think that's it for like terrible sub shops. As far as like not bad sub shop, but you know, if you own a sub shop, you're probably a bad person.
Yeah.
That's like a fact.
Yeah.
What if you own an entire Subway?
What
Not
if
the
you-
franchise, like your FDR, and you have polio, and you're embarrassed, and so you
Oh,
build
an
your
actual
own train. Yeah.
So
Oh.
And you just kind of...
I wasn't thinking that's what
What
you're
if you
talking
own
about.
a fleet of submarines?
That's what a Subway is, Josh.
Oh, we forgot
I was
about
born in 1992.
we forgot about Blimpy. We forgot about Blimpy. I forgot. Oh,
It's,
everyone.
It's Blimpy.
Blimpy, whatever. Everyone forgot about Blimpy because it's Blimpy. Come on.
Blimpy.
So I'm sure they've done something horrible.
This
but
is
they're-
an excellent point,
Yeah.
Their
Who gives a
they're
fuck?
called a shame as they're blimpy.
It's a failed business.
Capitalism.
What a bunch of fucking idiots. Run a sandwich shop.
Yeah. How hard is it to not fuck kids? Very easy. Okay, so let's segue out of Subway and back into Broad's bowling, because that's what the last thing was.
That's what the movie's
So
really about.
on Bite Night.
That's a common theme with shitty movies we watch. It's like, how can we get women
half naked in the movie?
half naked into a movie?
Yeah, because most of the shitty movies that are that bad are usually just funded by some misogynistic prick who's just like, I just want to see tits in my movie.
Yeah, it really does seem like that. I think
You sound like me.
it could be that.
Yeah, but you want to see tits artistically. There's a difference.
I want to see our titties.
Our titties.
It could be that. It could be, they're wanting to get more people to watch it, so they put boobs in there.
Yeah.
It could be that. It could be a combination of both. Who the fuck knows? But yeah.
It could be
shitty
it could be a
movies.
combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell.
It
Shut
could.
up.
I love
Dude,
those.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
But so there's all these.
Well, they hit the mark. They've got horror, they've got sex, they've got comedy. It's like an American Bollywood film.
Comedy stretching.
Say that
a little
again.
bit.
That's
with
what
a
I'm
straight
saying.
face,
But they
James.
have comedy.
They do have
elements.
it in
They're,
there,
They're
yes.
writing so many different fucking movies into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
right.
you just said, they're Bollywooding it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that they don't have tonal issues either.
Yeah.
Totally not.
Well, there's no tone, so
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't have issues with the tone when there's no
Tonally.
tone.
exactly.
Tonally,
It's like
bruh.
chicken egg.
Chicken egg.
It's not really, but so at the bowling alley, there's a bunch of hot chicks bowling, and even when they miss a
For
pin,
some reason,
they fucking all cheer because I guess
Yeah.
it's in the script.
They
Like,
literally-
hey, you missed!
they miss a pin, they hit some
They're-
pins,
they-
they hit all
yeah,
the
but
pins,
you could
they're
tell,
clapping.
You could
Doesn't
tell
matter.
the script was clearly go up and bowl and then bounce around for a little while.
Yeah,
and cheer.
that's true.
That's
John.
that was what the director told them to do.
Yeah.
And of course, the bustiest women were the worst actors. They were just like, hey, we're line.
And in a movie with acting that bad, that was an impressive feat in its own right.
Yeah. This is some of the worst fucking acting I've ever seen.
Oh
and
my God.
What's that foreign movie we watched?
oh god,
Silent Night.
Blood Night.
Silent Blood Night.
Silent Blood Night.
Oh, I would
Night.
take Silent Blood Night 10
I
times
would
out
too.
of 10 right
now.
now.
I would have a part 2.
Dude, Silent Blood Night is still number one. I think.
It was unintentionally fucking hilarious.
Dude, we were
Yeah.
pissing ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I
that's
wanna
got
watch
the
it again.
crown. Yeah, me too.
We should do a live shit show.
Oh,
for
fuck
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
dude. That would be great.
We won't get copyright claim on
Are you
that.
kidding me?
Who the
You know
fuck
we
gives
will.
a shit about
You know
that
with our
movie?
luck we will.
All of those people that
cares,
made
though?
that movie are in a Ukrainian prison right now for unrelated things.
The unrelated crime.
Like, we're good. Yeah. But yeah, so they're all bowling and the vampires attack. What?
I was just saying again to myself. I was just recalling that moment that just happened and just
Okay.
I was just like, yeah, we should do that.
Oh yeah, definitely. No,
Go on, no, Josh. I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. The vampires attack.
Ow!
and,
Why'd you fucking hit my face?
Yeah, they decide to go to a bowling alley for bite night. And they could just spread out and just kill everyone in the town, right?
Yeah.
But they decide to bottleneck their forces at the half-naked chicks at the bowling alley.
The half-naked chicks that can shoot Hadoukens.
Right. I forgot about that. Are they the orphans?
Yeah, they're the Covenant of Orphans.
Yeah, the orphans team doubles in size, apparently, and then they Hadouken the vampires.
Hadouken?
So they get Hadoukened. It's a great verb. And they leave, and then they blow up, right? Because it was a trap. Next scene, the lady's like, the bowling alley was a trap.
Oh my god.
Remember that? And it's like, how is it a trap? How did you lure them there? Just with the half-naked chicks?
Yeah,
That's not a good enough
Vampires-
thing.
Dude, vampires though?
True fact. Vampires love bowling.
It's the sport they
It took my brain so long to process what you just said. But that's
But
not
yeah,
a good enough thing to lure vampires, right?
Josh, you're asking a lot for this piece
Yeah.
of fucking turd that
It's
could
like,
not flush.
If it's a trap, you need to... It has to be a guarantee how the vampires are going to be lured there.
yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, say it more.
Okay.
Okay, no.
No, but
I just remembered another commercial.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Don't eat fat people because then you become a fat vampire.
Oh god.
They were fat shaming obese
and
Americans.
then they just looked up like obesity on Google. They just,
and those pictures had to be like 199 by 360 because they were pixelated to fuck.
Shit.
Yeah, and it's like
Tim fuck two.
Like
been there.
Yeah, Tim fucks two people at once. It's impressive.
I'm not one of those people that gets triggered. But fat shaming is like
I don't get triggered.
I don't get it. Like I'm not like annoyed by it. I just truly don't really get it. Like they're fat.
It's essentially the concept of bullying in general. It's breaking somebody else down so that you can feel a little better about your insecure self.
Yeah, it's like making fun of a mentally challenged person.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not that funny, you know?
Yeah, it's low hanging fruit. It's breaking somebody down
fruit.
in order to make yourself feel a little better about yourself.
Low hanging fruit. Is that a fat joke, John? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you saying they can't reach the higher stuff?
God, can we just roll on past this?
There's tall fat people too.
Name one.
Shaq.
Jonathan Tallfat.
Shaq's not that fat.
Shaq.
Let's see. I can't think of a tall fat person. Bruce.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fat
he's like
Joe.
7 foot.
Big pun.
Bless his heart. I can't do Bruce. Sorry.
Oh, but a thing. Sorry. Back to the obese vampire commercial. There are other movies. Goodness. I'm fucking dying. It's terminal. I have 80 years.
Okay.
Back to the obese commercials. There have been other movies where vampires reference larger human beings being juicier. The blood tastes better. Like, that's a joke. Like, that's already been done in movies.
Really?
It's like, yeah, like
I've never heard that.
The fat one will be juicier. I bet they taste better. You know, like.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And so it was like on the opposite, and I was like, that's just dumb.
Yeah,
That's
and they
dumb.
don't have more blood. We all have the same amount of blood.
Yeah.
They're just fat. You guys don't eat fat.
Yeah.
Science, you fucks.
Yeah. Mic drop.
Yeah.
No, don't drop the mic. These are all expensive. Hello, John. I just bought that cord.
Yeah. Then John's mic's not working.
Yeah, get your ass over here. Then we're all like just talking. Look at this. We're like all in the mic.
Ooh.
But yeah, so
First rule of podcast: don't accidentally kiss.
there's a lot of shit in this movie, right? Because there's the main leader.
When you have a shit stew, there's nothing but shit stewing about.
Yeah, they set up the leader as this Edward Cullen type, but he's sometimes he's British, sometimes he's I don't know what the fuck he's doing with this accent, but he's set up as the leader, and then this other guy shows up, and he's the leader because they're all scared of him.
Yeah, everybody answers to somebody.
Yeah, I guess he's higher in rank, so.
Who knows?
Already, like, that is redundant.
They're doing a Blade Underworld thing, like where
They're
our main
trying
villain
to do
is
a Blade
like
Underworld
our main
thing.
villain is like Steven Dorff,
Yeah.
and then the vampire elder in Blade is the black guy, the older black gentleman who's the powerful one, who teaches them kung fu. Whatever, fuck off. I'm done.
Two movies that actually know how to build those worlds instead of just make advertisements and think that's character and world building.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Crazy.
Yeah. Whenever you have a movie that is made for a reason other than making a good story, you're gonna fucking fail.
Like,
But obviously, but yeah. So the main the dog has showed up. Your dog can open doors, by the way. That's what that was.
I think that might have been on film.
Oh, nice.
Still recording.
She okay. So the main leader vampire is like, bite night is tomorrow, and it'd really help you guys out if you knew kung fu. So let's train you guys. And he proceeds to just kick everyone's ass.
Poorly.
Like, okay, I'll see you at bite night.
Poorly.
Yeah.
Poorly done.
And we speculated.
It really made me appreciate the choreography that Seagal was doing in his movie.
Oh,
With
fuck
how slow,
fuck yeah, dude.
With how slow that head vampire was like flipping people.
Yeah.
It really makes you appreciate those like quick twitch movements.
Oh, dude, yeah. I mean, say what you want about asshole Steven Seagal. His movies are fucking awesome.
Oh, tall fat
Yeah.
guy. There we go.
Yeah, he's got. There you go. There you go. Yeah, no,
I
he's.
knew we'd find another.
Take that fucking
Yeah,
kimono off.
say what you want about him. He is a total asshole and a giant tool bag, but like he's good at he's good at martial arts, I think judo, and
His movies are good.
and his movies are entertaining.
Sorry
Yeah.
if you don't agree,
But you're wrong.
but you're fucking wrong. But yeah, so he trains in quotes, and then they have the big fight at the town square,
It fucking sucks.
and it's like LARPers put on a better show. Like, no fucking joke. Like, it's so embarrassing. Like, these 13-year-old females are kicking the shit out of vampires, and
I hate it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what else. Is there anything else?
There's one last thing I wanted to say. Oh, go ahead, John.
Then Butter like ends up going on some like weird like in the town square. He like vanishes into an alien thing.
No, that's at the very end. Yeah,
There's a portal in the
fuck
town.
was that?
It doesn't matter. Skip it.
Yeah. It made no sense. They never explain it.
Somehow.
What was that?
I don't know.
They never talk about it. It's like the guy making it was like threw that in last minute.
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was, because half of these really feel like a bunch of ideas. It feels like it was written by a 6-year-old in the sense that like they come up with the ideas and then like as they're executing it, they get bored and go on to a different thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, totally. I think that's exactly what happened.
That's how it felt to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Ooh,
one last thing.
It's raining. It smells nice.
Yeah, it does smell lovely. One last thing, and then we'll move on to Vampire Hunters, because I really, really want to know y'all's pick for tonight.
Yeah.
I want to know what is your favorite or best of Shit Show Showdown this week. Okay, so Vampire Teeth. Okay, moving on.
Oh, the vampire teeth.
God, it was it construction paper?
Yeah,
It looked
was
like
it plastic
construction
straws
paper, or
cut?
it was.
Oh my
just-
God, it was probably plastic straws.
It probably was plastic straws. Yeah.
You could cut those into
Cut them in
cut
half,
them sharp,
and then
go.
like sharpen the sides
put 'em
there,
onto
because
your-
that's
Oh,
exactly
shit.
what it looked like. Because the way what it like exactly what it looked like to me was like they cut like the like a storage bin, like you'd use a plastic storage bin that you would
Right.
store shit in, and they cut it into pieces and made little like sharp pieces
Dude,
of it.
it looks stupid as fuck.
Yeah, it's
so
Everybody's
dumb.
got
Stupid.
50 shades of bad teeth, and then 2 white fucking just tusk.
Yeah.
Or some of them have children's vampire teeth.
Yeah, the ones that you
Some
get
of
at
them
Party
do,
City.
yeah.
They're talking
The
like
scientist had like clearly Party City glasses when he's like, Butter, wake up, Butter.
Yeah, the spiral glasses.
Yeah.
that you
Also, why are you setting this character up to be all ominous just to not have him do any
I-
sort of ominous things
Dude.
at all?
There,
You know
Red
how we
herring.
keep referring to this movie being written by blank or it wasn't written.
Yeah.
They just
They improv
started
the whole
shooting.
thing.
And
They
then we'll
did.
shoot
There was
this.
there were
Yeah,
scenes.
yeah.
There were scenes where people have their script in front of them. The priest
Oh my
had his
God.
script
Oh,
in
okay.
front of
Yo,
him.
there's too much stuff. We
The
can talk about
the
this
lady,
the
the
entire
Rachel
shit-
Ray lady on the
Cinema
Maury
Shat.
had her script in front of her.
Yeah.
Like they were literally reading right off of their fucking script.
And then as the scene progressed,
That's true.
the script would flip. You could see where they were folding the pages for the next page.
yeah, you could
It was
see you would see the indents on the script.
So bad. So fucking
Yeah.
bad. Okay.
It's like an Easter egg making of.
I
I
wish it
wonder
had a
if there is
commentary.
behind the scenes to it.
Is
my
it-
God.
Oh no, there's
If
no
there was-
special
no,
features.
it was just-
Oh
was
yeah,
just-
it was the other one that had the special.
Scene
That's
selection
so
play.
sad that
Yeah.
we didn't have that.
Okay. So, if nobody has anything else or objects, I would like to move on to the
Yeah,
next
let's move
movie,
on.
the Chinese
Yeah.
film,
Vampire
2002.
Hunters.
Vampire Hunters. Vampire Hunters? Yeah,
Vampire Hunters.
Okay,
Vampire Hunters.
those were my notes.
Master, let's talk about Vampire Hunters.
Oh God, yes.
Master, we're doing a podcast right now.
Master, we are currently at James's house doing a podcast in
Master.
the studio.
Master, we're out of PF Chang's.
Master, we need to make a run to PF.
We're out. Masturbator and Commander.
Okay. Filling. Dead.
Filler.
Air.
Filler.
So,
I hope you're gonna cut all this bullshit out. Moving on.
please.
Okay, so
What's the plot of Vampire Hunters, James?
Yes, tell us.
oh my God, one more fanging fiasco.
Oh my God.
No, it's too late. We already moved
said
on.
that in Bite Night.
Yeah,
Okay.
they said that in Bite Night. Jesus.
Their puns were so bad.
One more fanging fiasco. Okay.
Fanging?
They used so many fang puns. It was not even.
That's not even a pun.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Word.
Is they would use fang and just put it in there and like that's pun.
That's fantastic.
Fangs you very much. Like that's a
Fangs
fucking pun.
you very much.
Hey,
that's
can
a
you
pun.
Hey,
All right, but yeah, we need to move on to the next one.
Can you go get
Yeah.
my purse? I left it in my fang. What the fuck is a fang? My car.
Dude, I'm doing a thing.
I'm doing a thing. Yeah,
fang.
can't you tell I'm doing a fang? I'm doing a fang.
Okay, all right. So let's move on to the Chinese film, which we changed to English dub and then removed the subtitles, which added to its entertainment.
Yes.
Let me get through the premise quickly.
Yeah, do the whole premise. I
and
won't
then
interrupt
also,
you.
As a footnote, vampire lore is incredibly different than American vampire lore. So,
Yeah, John was
so
explaining
Chinese
that to
vampire
us.
lore
Yeah.
is different than American vampire lore. All right, so we've got a group of Asians, and no, okay. So there's a small group, and they're hunting vampires. One has risen that is super powerful, and vampires get powerful by sucking the life force out of a human being, and they explode to like tomatoous pulp. It's really awesome.
Yeah.
But before they're vampires, they are zombies until they reach the stage of
Vampirism, I guess.
vampirism.
I'm confused!
It's just yeah, they get more once they've gotten enough power, kind of thing.
They're no longer a
vampire, then
zombie.
start
They're
really becoming unstoppable.
Yeah.
Where you touch them and you turn to mush.
So there's a group hunting a vampire, and the vampire is sweeping across the Chinese nation, and
I don't know why that was funny.
and
Sorry.
the bride of this new prince, who is now dead, is going to be killed by the vampire.
The prince is dead, yeah.
Yeah, the prince is dead, and the princess now lives. And
Which she was married off to the prince to get because the brother, her brother, wanted to get the gold from the head of the household.
Oh, okay.
Nice. Yeah. I completely missed that.
Yeah.
That's why she was married to him is the brother is like the guy with the kind of looks like horns the way his hair is cut.
Yeah.
And the whole thing was just so he could get to the gold.
So they get married, and then the prince dies.
Real. Okay, so basically the vampire hunters, which is a small band of they look kind of like monks.
Yeah,
can I loosely
believe,
call them monks?
They're monks.
Is that fair?
Yeah,
we can all say monks.
We'll just say loosely that they're monks.
Okay.
And they all have like elements names. Like
well, why don't you tell us, John?
Okay, sorry.
No, I'm totally fucking.
Jeez. Okay, God. Well, so here's the thing: is
Keep
it
going.
stars Sean William Scott in The Rock.
Yeah, give us the rundown. John, give us the rundown.
No, go ahead.
Okay, so Sean William Scott is a vampire.
Third time we've done that bit.
And The Rock is
we should just do it once
a monk.
per episode. Sorry.
And
we're gonna
killing...
beat that bit till that horse is dead.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna keep on beating that horse.
Yeah.
And keep on beating that horse. And then keep on beating.
Can I beat off on the horse?
Yeah.
Okay.
God, yeah. And then we're gonna take a visit to the glue factory because we gotta make some money.
Yeah.
I'm stuck on that idea. Okay, so
okay,
so,
hands across America, bitches.
Hands across America, bitches.
So,
and they have to stop the vampire. Honestly, I don't know what was going on in the grand scheme of the arc. I just knew that vampire hunters were hunting vampires. That's I got the general gist of it.
And then around the 75% mark, everyone checked out except for me. So I can tell you how it ended.
All right.
Yeah, you saw the last... Well, I saw it explode.
You actually didn't miss much. But, but yeah, they just fight it for like 25 minutes.
It's fucking...
And it's really elaborate and convoluted and...
Yeah, the action scenes were entertaining.
Yeah, there was some actual martial arts. It was just way too
convoluted.
Yeah. Okay, so let's jump into it. So on the back of the DVD cover, it says, "In 19th century China." And then the movie starts and text pops up and it says, "In 17th century China." So we don't know when this movie takes place.
Sometime between the 17th and 19th century.
Yeah. I mean,
give or
got
take
a window
day.
there.
Got a window.
Give or take a day.
Yeah, give or take a day or two, maybe.
Okay. So, who wants
Honestly,
to start
I wouldn't even give or take a day. I'd say maybe a couple hours.
It seems
Word.
fair.
Yeah.
Seems
Word.
Yeah.
What were you
We want
gonna
to keep the center pink. Okay. Like you're cooking meat. Hello?
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay, so, right off the bat, let's just start. Boring.
Boring.
Incredibly
as fuck.
boring.
Yeah, that was a huge
That
snoozer.
being said, the action and set pieces were
Great,
amazing.
yeah.
Yeah.
The vampires, practical effects, so fucking cool.
Yeah.
The way they
Lot of
hover
blood.
through the
Yeah.
air and stuff. Lots of blood, lots of cool stuff.
Yeah. They actually choreographed fight scenes.
Oh yeah, no, well.
Incredible.
They
There was-
choreographed
fight
them
scenes.
well.
Yeah. There
Like-
are some actual really good actors
Yeah.
that were able to do martial arts. I'm sure the acting probably wasn't that bad. We watched the dubbed one on purpose.
Yeah, in
Um,
hopes to make it funny.
And whenever
stuff.
there's a dubbed Chinese movie, the actors don't give a shit.
Yeah,
Unless
a lot
it's
of the
Jackie
time,
Chan
a lot of the
movie.
time too, I feel like it comes down to they're handed a script and they're not given any sort of direction.
Context.
Yeah,
as
there's
to
no
what's
context.
happening.
There's no direction to what's happening. If they're lucky, they'll be able to get a shot of the scene with the subtitles. But most of the time, it's like, here's the script. Read your lines. We need them by Tuesday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it seems like it for real.
Yeah.
Like, seems like the director's not present for when they're dubbing it.
Yeah,
Um,
which is an issue. Which
Creary-
is why so many dubs fail miserably. But
Yeah.
that's why with any sort of like foreign thing, when you get a good dub, it's because the script actually has been like rewritten by somebody
Yeah,
woo's actually
that's
passionate
true.
about it.
That's
It's not just a direct translation.
right, because there is a lot of like cultural like things that people say that just do not translate
Yeah,
at all. Like things are
exactly.
worded a little differently. But yeah, talk about the like Chinese zombie and vampires.
Yeah, give us
Yeah,
the
they're-
rundown on the lore.
Okay, so they're called like Jin Xings. I'm bastardizing the name, but it's like a hopping vampire which derives its roots from it's a Chinese folklore that when a family member would die far from home, they would have like their spirit would be like sad. They wouldn't be able to pass on the other level. So if the family was poor and they couldn't afford like any sort of transportation to the body, they would hire a Taoist monk, and they would essentially cast a spell that would cause the vampire to hop, or the undead to hop behind them. And they would put like a little thing on their face, like it looked like a post-it, like elongated post-it note.
Yeah, and it would say, "I'm
Yeah,
dead."
it would
I'm
be
fucking
the
dead.
spell. It would be the spell to keep
Yeah,
to allow
spell,
them
that's what
to move. And one little fun thing that I kind of found when I was bored, because I started researching that because the movie started getting a little boring, was one belief is that they would actually have two monks that would transport, and they would always transport at night, and they'd have like a bell to let people know because it was considered bad luck to see them. But the way they would transport the bodies actually is they would like almost like those little the guys that dance in the streets that have like 5 different people on them on the wooden bars thing.
Right,
What?
I'm familiar.
Exactly
that?
like that. Like where it's puppets. You know how like the street performers sometimes they'll have like 5 different puppets that do the same dance moves as they do because it's on these 2 really long like
Oh
bamboo
yeah,
things.
yeah.
It's just like that, only with dead bodies essentially.
Oh,
Where-
okay.
So
That
from
sounds like fun.
from a distance, because they would be lifting up the left and then lifting up the right and then lifting up the left, lifting up the right, because that's how you are able to keep them moving. It would look like they were hopping.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
That's kind of
What
grotesque.
an incredible ploy to steal people's money. Okay, we're gonna move your body. Don't come out at night because it's bad luck.
Well,
and then it's just
that's
guys with
another theory.
sticks
That's another
moving a
theory
dead
is that it
body.
was done by thieves and bandits as a way to scare the local law, so that they could get away with doing what they wanted to do.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Damn.
These are
Man,
all just,
people were stupid back then, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Well, frame of reference and context. We have like so much more knowledge than they did back then.
Oh no, totally. That was a joke.
No.
Absolutely. But yeah, so that's the
the general
zombies.
gist of that's
And
where
what are-
the idea of it comes from. But like generally, it's like a folklore thing, like Lorna, where they will suck your ki energy out of you, kind of thing.
Cool. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
really
And then,
cool.
and then the more ki energy they obtain, the stronger they get. So that's why we see it goes from hopping to straight up flying and fucking.
Yeah, it's kind of like that folklore story in Bali, which I don't remember what it's called, but there's this demon that's a head and guts hanging
and
down.
the guts
Do you
hanging
remember
out.
that?
Yes,
Yeah.
I've seen the.
And it floats around. It's genuinely terrifying. But yeah, so there's all kinds of little folklores. But that's the zombies.
Yeah.
So what about the vampires?
Well, the vampires are just a further extension of the zombies. Essentially, it's once the zombies have gotten more powerful, they're considered vampiric, because the zombies themselves, when they first become zombies, don't have the power to like really purely suck the energy out, and if they scratch you or do any sort of damage to you, it's not going to affect you. It's going to hurt, but that's it. But if a vampire gets you, you're going to churn.
Yeah, you're fucked.
Yeah, you get basically just get your hop on as a zombie.
You're going to get your hop on.
Which is silly looking.
Yeah.
They did the monster hop.
Yeah. It's a monster mash. It's a bash.
Josh's favorite song.
It's a pretty good song.
So, so that's culturally so far from me that it just seems fucking stupid.
It kind of pulled me out of the movie.
And it's
I couldn't get on that train of belief. Like, oh, okay, this is what they do. I'm so used to vampires.
Yeah, you expect the vampire to be the Bela Lugosi type.
Yeah.
The
Separate
Bram
things.
Stoker.
Yeah. Zombies is a completely different thing.
Zombies and vampires to us are completely different, but zombies and vampires to them are essentially, it's just an upgraded zombie.
Right, which makes me think that that's not even the word for what their folklore is.
No. It's like Jing Shan or whatever. But
yeah,
it's like they're both essentially the same thing. It's just they needed a way to explain it to us dumb Americans.
Right,
yeah.
That's exactly, okay. But, so they're completely different things, obviously.
What was y'all's favorite part
of that one?
Yeah,
John.
I mean, if from a story perspective, like making wax out of all of his family members was kind of cool.
Interesting. Yeah.
It was like
to preserve their bodies
preserving
for
all
lifetimes.
I thought they were gonna go more into that.
Yeah,
and they didn't.
They really didn't.
He just eats dinner with them.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be something like he's actually doing something like horrible. And
he turns out to be a good guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Like,
yeah.
What?
Yeah, that was stupid. I agree.
Yeah.
But that was your favorite part?
As far as from a story perspective, that was my favorite. Some of the fight scenes were definitely my favorite, though.
Mm-hmm. Oh, definitely. Yeah. I mean, I think we're all gonna mention fight scenes.
Yeah,
the
fight scenes were really interesting, and like the choreography was really cool, and like I liked when they first ran into the vampire, where he goes down into the grave, and then he notices him there, so he like shoots up like 30 feet in the air.
Yeah, the wire work was really fucking cool with all the vampires.
There's that one shot that I have no idea how they did it.
Yeah, dude.
It's like a wide
shot. The 5 people on the chain.
In the trees.
In the trees, yeah.
Like
I'm telling you, I think that they shot it upwardly and then just like
turned it sideways.
They turned it sideways. Yeah, like they built like a tree set so that they could make it in that way.
And that was pretty fucking seamless.
Like a sideways tree set.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
With ground, like a wall with trees and ground on it and shit, and then they fucking.
And if that's what they did, that is tons of work. Like.
See, I think they did a rear projection.
Oh, okay.
And then
like the trees, because they rustle the trees.
I know they rustle the trees, but I wonder if like they just pull the trees with a rope or something, and then they just shoot. They shoot them, the cameras sideways, and they shoot the actors being pulled up.
Yeah.
Like
and
a
then
blue
turn it
screen
sideways.
kind of.
Yeah, green screen.
Oh, dude, yeah.
And then they just, I got you.
And they just pulled it off perfectly.
Yeah, and they just really,
That's true.
And just mixed them together.
But yeah, that was impressive.
That was a great shot.
That was, I don't know, is that your favorite part? That was the one you were most like baffled by.
Yeah, I mean it's only one shot, but that was probably my favorite part. I mean, there's a lot of action scenes that I really liked. They clearly went through the moves like over and over, Jackie Chan style.
They practiced it.
My favorite part was one fight specifically, and that's where the guy is in the I don't know the correct dressing for like a ninja, but he's in all black on the housetops. Yeah, and then the other guy's chasing him, and he's in all white, and he tosses a torch or a bottle or something prop. Props, get that. He throws a prop and knocks the guy down, and the second the black ninja lands, when his body hits the ground, he pulls his sword out like immediately and swipes at the white ninja. Which he dodges it, and then the fight just starts, and I was like, "Fuck me!" That was the hardest part.
Yeah,
the dude fell from the building, hit the ground, and pulled his sword out immediately.
Damn, I don't even remember
and the guy
that.
Jumps like does like a Mission Impossible like belly down jump. You know what I mean? Like, whoa.
That's some Jackie Chan
flattens
shit.
out. That was the coolest part. I was like, fuck me, that was really cool. I loved all the martial arts. People, the wire work being pulled through walls and stuff and everything blowing up and crashing.
Yeah.
It's really cool to see the set pieces get destroyed. Like, really fun.
Yeah, that's true. They did blow up a lot of shit. I was going to say
Someone's
something,
attacking us.
But I forgot what I was going to say. Because I'm a fucking failure.
Yeah.
That's what your eyes
succeed
are saying
at that.
right now.
Look us both in the eye and say it.
I'm a failure.
That's a perfect acceptance speech right there. Turns out I failed at failing.
Good job.
Good job. You nailed it. You got the blue ribbon, you fuck.
Oh, yeah, the vampires can tunnel in the ground like the gopher from that Bill Murray golfing movie.
Fucking Caddyshack?
Yeah. They can tunnel in the ground. And it's
burrow
really
through, like,
stupid.
Grabbers.
Yeah.
From Trimmers.
Right.
It's weird because everybody calls them Trimmers, but they're called Grabbers.
Kind of like
Grabbers?
how everybody...
In the movie Trimmers.
They call them grabbers?
Yeah.
Why don't I remember that?
Because everybody calls them Tremors.
Yeah. Which
The
doesn't make
Tremors are
sense
coming.
because tremors are the thing that call them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because tremor... Yeah, okay. Anyway.
Grabbers. It's the old Asian haberdashery.
Oh, yeah, the dude that eats it right away.
Yeah.
But isn't that great? The tunneling vampires.
It is pretty interesting.
Hey, you got gophers? No, I have Chinese vampires. They're a real pain in the fucking ass.
Yeah, I wish I just had regular vampires.
Yeah.
This is getting really fucking ridiculous.
Orkin Man won't touch these.
I've had to replace my lawn 10 times this year. 10 times, Daphne. Do you know how much fucking money that is? Not on my salary.
So what?
Yeah. So what?
It's fucking...
This movie, even though it was incredibly well executed, the shot composition was nice, the lighting was nice, special effects were nice. It was just so boring.
Yeah.
It just drained me. I really wished it was the
really
first
did.
movie.
It was just like the vampires themselves were draining our
they
very
were
essence.
sucking our life. Wait, maybe that's masterful filmmaking.
Maybe.
No.
Okay, I'm wrong.
Wrong.
Okay.
Fucking...
Isn't that cute?
But
it's wrong!
It's not my type of movie. Like, when I see martial arts, I want two, fighting ideologies, two different people, two factions.
Yeah, that's a good...
I don't want them to fucking martial arts fight zombies and vampires. It seems silly.
It got
there's
silly.
no tension for me.
And then we didn't even know how they could die until it died.
Yeah, they don't explain,
Which he brought
this
up
is
the
how
point.
you kill them. Like, there's no rules.
So there was no tension, which you brought up during the filming. We were just like... Or the screening. You were like... I said, how did they die? And you were like, we have no idea, which... has no tension.
Yeah, 'cause there's no rules. The vampire's breathing fire at one point.
Yeah.
And we didn't even know it could do that.
Yeah.
I thought it just,
Well,
sucked
you don't
people
read
off.
enough Chinese vampire lore like I do.
Oh, really?
Sure.
That's yes in Chinese.
Yeah, that's yes in Chinese.
Chinese.
At least
Cantonese.
in the language, or at least in the variation of Chinese that we saw in Hero.
Yeah, which was Mandarin.
I believe, but I'm not
Mandarin.
100% sure.
Because we watched Cantonese was tonight's
Yeah,
viewing,
tonight was Cantonese.
but Hero last week was Mandarin.
Okay, but it was also like a period piece, so it could
Yeah.
be a dead. Like they don't use that anymore.
Like old
Yeah,
school.
They use
Yeah.
the word thy a lot.
Yeah. And
Thy emperor.
and they overpronounce
Yeah.
Not
everything.
at all what they do.
Bye, Chai Portor.
No, that's just part of the language because the inflection means everything.
Yeah.
Like it's two different. It can be two different words if it's
triggered
spelled
John.
the exact same
just
way.
kidding.
If it's it depends on how you say each word. So they have to be so. They have to enunciate so extremely so that people can hear what they're actually trying to say.
Sure. Right. Sure.
Sure.
Do you guys have anything else about this movie? I know that we
Man, this is a fucking snoozer.
Yeah, we went really in depth with Bite Night, but
It was.
you
just-
brought up
there
such
was,
a
there
good
was
point
gold.
with Kung
like,
Fu.
The guy was hiding gold. That was like the the driving force for a lot of people.
Yeah. That
I
sucked.
guess. I know. It's just,
I'm not shushing you. I'm shushing.
I know. I know
It's
what you mean. It's like,
You got gold. You got vampires. You've got.
There's a
love story.
For a movie
there's
with
just
such,
too much.
Yeah,
going
for a
on.
movie with such good sets and like exciting action scenes, the fact that it came out boring was kind of weird.
The
Rachel, our producer, just stepped in. Yes.
Do you know
Rutger, yeah.
Yes, Rutger Hauer.
Yeah,
Let's actually take a moment.
Yeah, let's take a
Josh
moment
told
for
us
Rutger
that
Hauer.
today.
yeah, man, Rutger Hauer passed. I'm not sure how yet, but it doesn't really matter. He this is totally on the cuff. We weren't planning this, but he's a great actor. And he made, in my opinion, he made the original Blade Runner. He fucking crafted the end of that movie, and he turned a pretty normal character into like this really good fucking character. That like the end of Blade Runner, it was all improvised. He came up with that. Wasn't in the
I
script.
didn't know
know
that.
that?
No, that's fantastic.
Oh my god.
Like, and that-
yes.
Like
All
James,
these moments.
James, not this James, but he texted me like some of his speech at the end, and I was like,
Getting emotional?
a little bit, yeah.
Oh.
I would too, man.
Understandable.
I get emotional when I watch that scene. I tear
Yeah.
up.
Dude,
I
it's,
tear
it's
up.
powerful, yeah. So, but yeah, he was in Blind Fury, all kinds of shit.
Hobo with a shotgun.
Yeah, Hobo with a shotgun.
Oh yeah, really?
We've
Flesh-
even got a movie down
Flesh
there we
Plus
need to watch.
Blood. We
yeah,
saw,
Flesh
we
Plus
saw him in
Blood,
that.
which wasn't so great. Escape from Sorbidor. And then, so he's been in a lot of shit. Rest in peace, man.
Yeah, rest in
He will
peace
be
to Rutger
dearly
Hauer.
missed.
Yeah, for real.
I'll at least watch him once a year. I try to watch Blade Runner every so often.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'd love to sit down and
Yeah.
watch Blade Runner.
Hell
again,
yeah.
but yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Word.
But you were saying you were saying
Oh yeah, Kung Fu. No supernatural in Kung Fu movies.
yeah.
For me to like it,
Yeah, it's like
I don't
it's
fucks with it.
if and we almost watched what was it? Mars. What's it called? Ghost of
Ghost
Mars.
of Mars.
I almost selected Ghost of Mars, but I was like, no, let's watch some kung fu horror, vampire
Yeah.
stuff. That sounds interesting.
And
it
I
was
picked
not.
a vampire movie, and you picked one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it
we
was
have
a
a
vamp
theme.
night. Yeah,
Vamp night.
accidental theme,
but it
and,
was not. Yeah, like you're
yeah.
saying.
and it's like if you watched, I don't know, God, let's see. So you've got an action movie, right?
Yeah,
Well, I'm trying to think. Like,
starring Tom Cruise.
I actually was thinking of Minority Report. So
Oh, really?
imagine
Okay.
if Minority Report had vampires. It's just like no.
Yeah.
There's like gunfights with vampires. Yes, the movie
It can be done
Underworld
well. It can be
exists.
done well with Blade.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
Blade,
they're-
Underworld. Yeah.
Yeah, those are, but they're only doing vampires.
Yeah.
It's an action
It's
vampire.
a vampire world, and unlike Bite Night, they actually know how to build their fucking worlds. Like
Yeah.
that fucking club scene in Blade 2.
Oh my god, yeah.
Like that shows the epitome of it. Like you got these vampires just like they're casually doing blood like it's ecstasy.
Oh, that's the first Blade.
Oh,
With the rave scene, with the raining
There's a
blood.
rave scene in Blade 2 too. As
Yeah,
well.
I think they rip off the
Yeah.
first Blade because it's so
Oh,
good.
it's a good
That
scene,
scene
yeah.
is so fucking awesome.
Yeah. The Blades.
But here we are saying like we've got a vampire movie that has action. We could pick Dusk Till Dawn, action movie vampires. Okay, we see action as gunfighting and fist fighting, right?
Yeah.
It's like, well, they see action as kung fu and sword fighting. So it's
Okay.
like
That's a
it's
good
all
point,
about
yeah.
relative perspective, and that's the thing that probably why I don't like this. I'm just so indoctrinated.
That's true. We're
with American
hardwired.
filmmaking.
Yeah.
I don't know about that because we saw fucking Hero last week and all of us loved it.
But that was just kung fu. That was just
Yeah,
I
poetic
get you,
kung
you're not
fu.
trying to get too.
Yeah, so it's like they've mixed. That was
But you
just
can tell,
action
you
and
can
drama.
tell in like the action drama that was made as an artistic piece, and
Right.
this one was made
Right.
a little bit. I wouldn't say they went too artsy with it. With
Right.
some of the things that they did.
Well,
Yeah.
whenever you're watching a foreign film, and I'm going to reference just Asian films because those are the most popular behind American films. That's not me saying that. That's the world. That's box office.
Yeah, definitely.
When I'm watching a foreign film, it seems very poetic to me because it's told with a different eye.
Yeah,
It's not told with like
one that you're used
an
to.
American vision. It's told with
Yeah.
completely different euphemisms, expressions,
But
lore,
but
ideology.
at the end of the day, there's still an Asian Michael Bay. There's still an
Yeah, I
Asian
mean,
version
Hard
of,
Boiled.
like,
That's
yeah,
all like
Yeah.
gunfights. That was John Woo, early
Yeah.
John Woo.
early
But
Woo.
no, I know, I totally get your point and completely agree. It's the Like if this was a vampire movie with guns, I would have liked it more.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, those two just don't go together.
But it was
for me
ancient
at all.
China, so it's like they
Kung
kind
Fu
of
has
like
to kind of make sense.
shot
Right.
themselves in the foot with a sword.
Well, I mean, me not liking this is
No,
my
I could
fault.
see. Yeah, it's just a personal oil and water thing.
Yeah.
Those plus translation wise, they should have just called them vampires. I know there's two separate things.
Yeah, because they are always constant. Well, not always constantly. That makes
Yeah.
no sense.
No, I get you.
They're
They should've-
switching in
it was
between.
so
Oh,
they
it's a
could-
zombie. Oh, it's a vampire.
Zombie,
oh, it's a
then it becomes a
vampire.
vampire.
It was. I feel like they did it just so they could establish like the threat. So
Yeah.
it's like, oh, it's not a big deal. Oh, now it's a vampire. Now it's a big deal.
Yeah,
Right.
it's super powerful.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
It wasn't
It's on
that big of a
strings.
deal earlier, but now it's like, okay, whoa, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So like.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I feel like they went with the two different variations, because I feel like that's something that you grew up in folklore in China.
Exactly.
You would already know. They would just say Xinjiang and that's it.
Yeah,
You know what
culture
it is.
thing
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, and then
Again, bastardizing the name. I don't study Chinese. Sorry.
their
good,
names are rain, wind, fire, and fucking
like lightning. Something
thunder.
Like that. Thunder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was
Thunder.
it? I
Thunder.
think it was lightning.
Thundercats.
It's thunder.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Wrong.
I don't think
right.
that's a very good idea, Lion. Oh, snarf, snarf, snarf.
Eye of Thundera.
But yeah, Vampire Hunters was competently made. It was
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
boring though.
You cannot fault it on that.
Yeah.
Which brings me to the ultimate question of the night. Best of Shit Show Showdown this week. Josh, go.
Oh, a little.
Yeah,
little
Bite
fake
Night,
me out there. He looked at me and then
obviously.
said it, Josh.
Bite Night was fucking hilarious. It did drag at moments, but there's a lot of incompetence that's always fun to laugh at.
Delightful.
Usually when there's no plot, we can't even get through it. But this one, it seemed to work. It was just fucking terrible. Every shot had something wrong with it.
They were just that bad.
There's so much headroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You put another fucking three heads.
The headroom, the fucking lighting, the acting.
Yeah.
Them shooting inside
everything.
of that garage.
It was pretty much like a filmmaker's guide on what not to do.
Yeah, watch
which are
this
usually
movie.
our favorite movies.
Yeah.
Watch this movie. Don't do any of that.
Yeah, don't do any of that.
So yeah, Bite Night is my pick for sure.
Yeah. All right, John. What's yours?
Definitely have to go Bite Night, just because it was far and away way more
High
entertaining.
five, Jen.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Like,
Let's
fuck
make it a
whatever, James.
trifecta, because
No,
spoiler
don't high five,
alerts,
James.
I'm definitely choosing Bite Night. I can't believe I'm saying that. I mean,
going into it, I thought I would like the other one way more.
Well, it started out so well.
Yeah.
You've got great light. The special effects. They had a map painting of somebody walking up, let's say it was like a Chinese pyramid of some degree. Like they're walking up a large towering infrastructure.
Do they have a matte painting?
And it was like, I think it was matte painting.
A map painting?
Matte painting.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What was I saying? Map?
Wait,
I thought you said Matt.
wait,
no, you said
Matt is painting?
Yeah, Matt's painting. Matt, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it's like Bob Ross.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I know Bobby Russell.
We're just gonna add a couple little happy little trees over here.
Yeah, we're gonna have some trees. What was I saying?
You were talking about the matte painting.
Oh, yeah,
Vampire
matte painting.
Hunters.
So like the second we actually see footage of Vampire Hunters, I was like, well, this is already better. Like they nailed the CG right out the bat.
Like
where
the
they
first
mixed-
shot, we already knew. Yeah.
They mixed several different types of film technique to create this one shot, and it already looked amazing. Like it was way better than
Yeah, man.
Bite Night.
90s into the early 2000s, they were still mixing computer animated and practical.
Definitely.
Yeah. Which is the way to go. They should still do that, but whatever. They'll
Okay.
never do it again.
Well, Bite Night is clearly the winner for this week. And Josh, you...
were you going to say something about Bite Night?
Yeah,
or?
were you? I actually cut you off because I was so excited. to
No,
know
it was
too.
essentially that I was gonna just parrot what Josh said, where it was much less competent, but that's what made it much more entertaining.
Yeah.
Totally, yeah. Which is weird. Not weird.
Well, I mean, it's that happy level, that ground that where if it's pure incompetence, you can get entertainment value from how bad it is.
Yeah, that's
and if
true.
it's art and magnificent, you're just blown away by the whole thing that you just lost in it. but that like middle ground thing is just it gets really boring because it's not bad enough that you can laugh at it.
Right.
But it's not good enough
to keep your attention.
Right, yeah. It's and they probably set out to make a really good movie too. And
I don't know. I don't know if they set out to make a really good movie. Like I said, some of the
Bite Night,
some of the acting.
Vampire.
I know some of the acting. It felt like in that was a little like.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Tongue-in-cheeky.
That's true. Oh yeah. There's some bad comedy in it.
There's
too.
bad comedy in it too. Yeah. Because
I forgot about that.
After the whole white and black ninja fight, after he defeats the white ninja, let's say he gets the upper hand on the black ninja, he like throws up his elbow and's like, so yada yada yada.
Yeah. He's like,
and we were like, what the fuck is going on?
So you come to this fortress often?
Yeah, you get attacked often.
Yeah, that was a misfire.
Yeah.
But there's going back to the cultural thing. There have been like total misfires of comedy that just don't work in this country. I don't know if that was one. I don't know enough about it, but like when people get horny in like manga, they have a nosebleed.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
Really?
Yeah. Like that represents horny.
It's pretty much representing like lewd thoughts and kind of thing. And you have like this nosebleed where it bleeds like in a sense that it like shoots out like a fucking waterfall.
It's really weird.
Fuck?
It's
Yeah.
something I'll never truly understand. But
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But
I got something new to masturbate to.
Yeah.
Bleeding nose porn.
So do we have time to mention
I was
some
just
other
about to
movies?
say.
We can keep it running. I mean, we haven't hit like close to the max mark. Like we try and keep it under 2.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
I'm good.
We're fine.
Yeah, we're good.
We can keep going.
So, Josh, you have a movie that you wanted to bring up.
Yeah. Let me.
I'm leaving.
Me too. Shut it down.
Oh, okay.
Talk to yourself, you fucking loser.
Well, I guess hey, I'll tell you guys next week. I guess. By the way, if you're like me, you were born without the ability to grow pubic hair.
Wrong.
So you can actually use Rogaine on right above where your dick is.
And this is the movie you watched, or
no? This is just a side thing. I'm just trying to help out people that need merkins.
Good to know.
Yeah,
good to know.
I
mean, nobody cares about your Aunt Carol's love life, but it's good to know.
What did she do to you, man?
She broke my heart.
She said nothing but good stuff on your Facebook. Okay, so I watched have you guys seen Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy?
I have not. I have not seen it. It's on my list.
Fuck, get on that shit.
I heard it's good.
Okay.
I heard
Dude,
it's really good.
Really quick, there's this author, John Le Carre. I think I'm fucking
Lackery.
Lackery.
John Lithgow.
But he's an actual Okay, I can't say that because I don't know this for sure. But I was gonna say that he was a spy who he went through his career and then he just started writing novels in like the espionage genre. That is unconfirmed. I could be making that up because I can't quite remember. Anyway, he's an amazing author, and he writes these really well written like spy novels. They're all about like the politics and the bureaucracy, and they're hyper realistic. Like it's the it's like all the real shit that would happen. Like trying to find a way to help out this agent that gets captured by another country. Anyway, he's a really good writer, and he wrote Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, which is fucking amazing. And he wrote called The Spy Who Came In From the Cold. So I watched the movie the other day. I went in knowing nothing about it, and it's fantastic. It's I just bumped the mic, and but it's about this like.
Tell us already.
It's this agent, right, where he gets recruited to like live this other life, which is what spies actually do. Like they in action movies you'll see a spy like
I'm retired.
I'm like or they steal a file or something really exciting like that. When in reality they create false intelligence for the other country. So he portrays a a spy that has gone rogue. He portrays this, and he is a spy, but he's playing it like
takes up the persona.
Yeah, so that he gets captured by Russians, and then he tells this entirely false story that gets this other guy shot by a firing squad. So it's like this really like elaborate and convoluted
just
plot.
Manipulation.
Yeah, but it'll start a scene where they set him up as a drinker, right? He's drinking all the time, and you're like, oh my god, this guy's like losing it. And he goes into this shop to buy stuff, and he has this really unfair argument with the guy that works behind the counter, and he ends up calling him like this racial slur, and he punches him and goes to jail. Then later you find out that MI6, that was all part of his like cover story, but you don't know watching it.
Oh,
so
that's great.
So the whole time
like Leo DiCaprio getting sent to jail at the beginning of The Departed intentionally.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh my god, this is like long con shit. This is really fascinating. So the whole time he's been drinking, he's doing it for his cover story, but he's actually doing it so that he can live this. It's like acting. He's like living this character. But
that's cool,
dude. It's a great movie, and it I didn't spoil anything, by the way. It twists and turns like crazy. But
nice.
And what's it called?
Fan-fucking-tastic.
Cold?
Spy Who Came In From the Cold.
The Spy Who Came In From the Cold.
Yeah, check it out, guys. And watch Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy.
Yeah, I need to fucking see that.
That's
got Gary Oldman in it.
Yeah.
Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy.
It's got
Bring me Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy.
Rolls right off your tongue.
Oh. Say that 5 times fast.
So, did you guys watch
5 times fast.
You didn't say that part, James.
That Josh?
Thank you.
You guys got any cum? Like a cup of it?
Nah, bro. I threw mine out. It was stanking.
It got a little rancid.
Yeah, it does attract flies.
John, have you seen anything recently of noteworthy mention?
I watched Paprika.
Oh, you just brought that
anime.
over too.
Yeah, it is essentially the.
You got it on Blu-ray,
primary...
you prick.
I know.
You lucky prick.
Yeah, it is.
Don't have HD though, so fuck you.
HD DVD.
Oh my god.
How do I play this?
It's directed by,
Go back in time, motherfucker.
But it's written and directed by Satoshi Kon, rest in peace. He did Tokyo Godfathers and one of my favorite shows, Paranoia Agent, which the movie was just oozing with his style.
I've heard of Paranoia Agent.
Yeah, I mentioned it a couple
podcasts
back. It's fantastic. I highly recommend that as well. The entire series, I believe, is on YouTube, so you could just watch it on YouTube.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Like, anyways, but it's the inspiration for Inception, and there's this thing called
literally.
Yes, yeah, it is the literal inspiration for Inception.
No shit.
Yeah.
When did it come out?
2006.
That angers me. Because I thought Inception was such a fucking original movie.
Me too.
And to come just
John
to
said
find
that
out,
earlier today, and I was surprised. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, Satoshi Kon is an original genius in his own right. With what he can do with psychology and psychological like fuckery. It's not even psychological horror. It's just psychological fuckery. It's just like goddamn. He makes you question reality. Visually speaking, Paprika is a fucking masterpiece. I mean, from a story perspective, I enjoyed the hell out of it as well. I thought it was a better movie than Inception.
Yeah.
But like visually, it's a fucking masterpiece. It is absolutely gorgeous. There are scenes that are set up like you're gonna fucking love it.
Can I borrow it after him?
Absolutely.
Sweet.
John, would you say the film is wondrous?
Yes, it's
okay.
wondrous.
All right,
that's the quote on the back of the back of the Blu-ray cover.
Oh, okay.
He was telling me about it, and I was like, "Would you say it's?"
But without
wondrous?
spoiling anything, essentially they have invented this thing called the DC Mini, which is like it's used for therapy. It's intended for therapy, so that you can enter your subject's dreams and kind of see what is the core issue of their problem
of trauma
or
something. That's
and
cool.
there's been 3 that have been stolen and missing, and they're kind of trying to figure out what's going on, and like dreams and reality start to like merge, and at the point where people can kind of like the person doesn't even have to be asleep and they can put them into another person's dream.
Wow.
And so it's really just trying to figure out what the fuck is going on essentially. Because I don't want to. I feel like if I give anything else more,
don't say anything. Because
but highly recommend it.
That sounds
highly
good.
recommend it.
I'll try to watch that tomorrow night.
It's amazing. It's so good.
Dude, yeah, I want to watch that. That sounds cool.
Anything by Satoshi Kon is just fantastic.
True that. Sorry.
But yeah, that's the biggest movie I saw recently.
Nice.
Cool.
I'm trying to think of what I
James,
saw.
you see anything? Oh yeah, I know what you saw. iRobot.
iRobot and I Will Smith.
Spoilers, man.
Sorry, James.
Spoilers. Spoilers, man.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Send them to the gulag.
Hey, I'm Will Smith. What's going on with these robots? Hey, can my son be in the movie? No, that's fine. Okay. I mean, he's a brilliant actor. But...
Ooh, no. Wrong. No, I haven't seen anything recently. I've been working on different things for the channel and trying to get things fucking going. If the most recent thing that we've done for the channel, Rachel and I, we did a Cats trailer review. And if you guys haven't seen that, switch on over to Trailer Tease. It's one of our playlists, and Rachel and I, we did a trailer review for Cats. Literally what I just fucking said. So fuck me.
I know you go in depth really quick though.
Yeah,
it's a bad trailer.
Yeah.
It looks fucking awful. It's like a total cash in.
Oh yeah.
To all the baby boomers that went and saw Cats when it was on Broadway.
And that's the thing. I've seen Cats, and I say this in the.
You've seen it in a theater setting?
No. I've seen the theater on. I watched a movie of the play.
No shit.
Yeah. And it was wonderful. It
really
was wondrous. No,
well,
it was wonderful.
You don't get to Broadway for nothing.
Yeah, like
true. Yeah.
It is an incredible show, and I go more in depth in it, but I just don't think it's going to translate well to live action, and I don't know.
It feels, I have this theory about this Cats trailer. And I've noticed I'm getting more and more conspiratorial as I'm getting older as far as movie trailers go.
I do too.
I feel like they threw this out there to see what people think. Mm-hmm. And then they're going to rework it if people complain enough.
Oh, absolutely. That's what John and I talked about with the Sonic trailer.
Yeah.
See? Yeah, that's what they did with Sonic, right?
Mm-hmm. That's what they did with Deadpool.
They did that with Deadpool?
They had Ryan Reynolds leak the test footage of Deadpool. Fans got so fucking hard they had nosebleeds.
They liked it.
They liked the test footage for Deadpool.
Right.
Boom. Film.
Yeah.
All there was made was test footage. That's all there was. And then Ryan Reynolds leaks it.
Oh my God.
The only reason Deadpool in its current iteration exists as it does is because Ryan Reynolds was that fucking passionate about it that he refused to let it die.
He loves it.
Yeah.
That is... I'm sorry, that is the worst precedent to set for movie making.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sets a
where's
horrible
the art
precedent.
anymore? Now we're just... business standpoint, it's a great idea.
Yeah.
But that's how bad we are at making movies now.
Yeah.
We have to try our best.
You'd have to think that a director
that's
that's making something that they have enough control over, that if they want to make art, that they're going to not compromise.
Say that again, sorry.
You'd think that a director with enough self-respect to where it's not a cash grab, where they're doing something to create a film because they genuinely want to create their message and send their message and make art, won't be willing to compromise.
Right.
Well, that's you're talking about
P.T. Anderson.
Yeah. So you'll see compromises in things
Alfred
like
Hitchcock.
Fast and Furious type movies and blockbusters that you get the masses to go to because they're fucking basic.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. And this is complicated. There's a lot of facets to this problem.
It sets a horrible precedent. Point blank. Period. Though.
That's how it's gonna go down now.
Yeah.
They're gonna do a trailer early. And then if people complain, they're going to fix it to where people aren't complaining, like with Sonic. And I think this Cats trailer looked fucking awful. Like
it's hysterical.
Yeah, it's actually pretty funny. But the special effects were they looked bad to me. I know it's all I think it's like all CG. They have like mocap.
Pretty much entirely CG.
Yeah, it's mocap.
But I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, like audiences have changed too. So it's not just the filmmakers. Like audiences demand like more, which is why a lot of big action movies always end with the city exploding.
Yeah.
That's starting to become less and less, but past like 10 years, that's how most action movies ended.
Yeah.
And now we've done that too much, where now people are desensitized.
Well, it's the grand arc of, let's say, something in jeopardy is no longer a town. It's like the whole world. And now it's
and it always
the
has
second
to
the world
be...
is saved, then it's part 2, the universe. And
Right.
then if it's
And where do you
part
go?
3 is humanity.
It's the Die Hard.
You know,
effect.
it's like it's
Die Hard building, Die Hard 3 New York, Die Hard 4 America.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Yeah. Yeah, 2 was an airport.
Oh yeah, airport building, airport, city, America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Die Hard effect. TM.
I want to
Another
make
perfect
I want to
example-
make the last Die Hard ever. I want to make the last Die Hard
I feel
ever.
like, I mean,
They already
honestly,
made the
from a
last
cash
Die
grab,
Hard.
from a
No.
cash grab standpoint, sure, awesome, keep it going. But from a movie making standpoint, they should have just ended it at 1.
Oh fuck yeah!
Oh
Seriously.
yeah.
Like just
I mean,
ended it.
I
1.
like 2 and
Well,
3.
it's the
but-
fuck-
Yeah, no, I enjoy 2 and 3.
It's the raid.
Yeah.
It's literally Dread. I mean, it's so many
Right.
fucking things. It's
Yeah.
so many things. It's Enter the Dragon. It is literally so many fucking
I love how
things.
true,
I love
And
how
that's why it's
progressively
amazing.
Bruce Willis turned into an action hero from that series though. Like not him as an actor,
Yeah.
but like his character John McClane went from every guy to Billy Badass, which is the complete opposite of what John McClane's supposed
Exactly.
to
He's supposed to be an everyday
be.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's
Oh, I just want to say,
Oh, go
hold on
ahead.
1 second.
Yeah.
I want to make the last Die Hard. I'm like telling the producers, I'm like, look, this is the last. I'm tapping my finger. Listen, buddy, this is the last Die Hard. Oh yeah, what makes you so sure? Because of the title. And then he's like, okay, tell me what's the fucking title? And then I'm like, Old Habits Die Hard, and it's the last one. It's the last one.
Nice.
And it's back to basics, and it's his fucking house. Like terrorists come to his fucking house, his apartment, and he's just held up in Philly or something, and like they literally are just busting his chops. He's like, you killed 20 years ago, 30 years ago, you killed my father, Hans Gruber, and now I'm
there
here
you go.
back for revenge. And they just try to fucking kill him in his house. But he just kills them all with like a lawnmower and a fucking toothbrush. You know, just random shit in the
Yeah.
house. And then everybody's like, oh my God, this is like Skyfall. This
Yeah.
is like fucking Casino Royale.
They throw
So
in a
Netflix,
yippee-ki-yay, mother
Netflix,
effer.
come to me.
Of course,
I
you
got
gotta
the
throw
last
in a
Die Hard for
yippee-ki-yay,
you.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah. The so you
Maybe
make
he
this
says-
movie, right?
Maybe he says it in a way that's kind of like, God damn it.
Yeah,
For those of
the,
you not watching,
so
John rolled his eyes.
they make Old Habits Die Hard, right? Your dream come true, James. You're a millionaire now,
That and Running Man, the
And,
TV show. That's another dream.
right? And then 3 years later, some fucking asshole in a suit and a cigar and says, what can we mine to make more money? Oh yeah, Die Hard. He's not in a fucking grave yet, dude. Okay, so this is the same thing with Indiana Jones. Sorry, Harrison Ford is too old.
You know they're making another Indiana
I heard
Jones.
about that.
It's already slated.
He's too old. Okay, I'm
Too old.
legitimately
And they're
mad
using
about
Harrison
this.
still.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
He's too old, you guys.
I really wish Shia LaBeouf would come back.
He should just be the new indie if they're gonna do another
As terrible
movie.
Yeah,
as
just make it a
Indiana
new
Jones
indie.
4 was in some areas, there are some parts that are really good, and I think Shia LaBeouf would have been a really good, especially now, after doing Nymphomania, doing fucking all these art films, and
Oh, yeah.
literally like deconstructing fame, what it is to be famous. Like the dude's a fucking artist,
Yeah, oh definitely.
so he could definitely take the whip. He could definitely take the fedora. Like
Yeah.
he could take up that.
They should, yeah. I mean, I would like Shia LaBeouf. I think a lot of people wouldn't, but just do a James Bond
Well,
thing.
they're wrong.
Yes, do a James Bond thing. Just pick someone.
Yeah.
The whole point of James Bond, Indiana Jones, is he's the man's man.
Yeah.
Like,
He's larger
his
than
character-
life.
Yeah, he can kill people.
The
He's-
ball doesn't roll him over.
right.
Whereas, like, we're
Yeah.
running and, like, our fucking cankle asses just trip and the ball just rolls
right,
over
yeah.
us.
Like he is the epitome of like that character.
Yeah.
So when you put Harrison Ford, who's pushing 70, is he 65 now?
He's probably older than that.
Like dude can't do anything. He's gonna hurt himself. So
Yeah.
anyway, that kind of shit pisses me off. Bruce Willis is getting to that point too. Where he's just
I
too
mean,
old.
they've made 5 diehards.
yeah.
There was the one with his son.
The fifth
in
one
Russia.
is fucking terrible. Yeah.
In Russia.
It's like the same plot of fucking Crystal Skull.
Oh,
he brings
God.
his son
Harrison
in.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's like the same
Because they were
going to
pass the torch. And
Yeah.
it just bombed.
Harrison Ford is 77.
No, he's not.
Yeah,
He's
he is.
2 years older than Rutger Hauer.
Yeah.
You're lying.
I'm not
Can
even
I
lying.
see?
July 13th, 1942.
Dude, don't make another Indiana Jones with him. Producers, don't do that. He already injured his ankle
Make
on
him
a plane
die.
ride.
Have him die.
Yeah.
First act. That's the catapult. That's the catalyst that starts the story.
Yes, and that
Indiana Jones has been killed.
yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be pretty good.
Yeah,
That's fucking...
yeah, and then
The Cold War is over. Like, we could go into more modern forms of,
yeah, and then pretend aliens wasn't part of it.
Yeah.
Skip that shit. And
ahead
what
and
if
skip
Shia
that.
is like, he's like, Indiana Jones is dead. I have to go undercover as Indy, and then through like to trick whoever thinks he's still alive. Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, and that's
And
a
then
perfect little torch pass. There.
Yeah, and then throughout the course of the film, he becomes like Indiana
Yeah.
Jones.
I don't mean to be that guy, but we just wrote 2 great sequels that would end both franchises.
Yeah, we just pulled them out of our.
And that's
asses.
why,
Yeah.
and that's why they'll never see the light of day.
And that
because
is why
they're
they'll
gonna
never
end the
see the light of
franchise.
day.
Yeah, it's people. I know we're running out of time, but it's people in suits who are like, "What will get people in the theater?" Right off the bat, it's
Yeah.
the wrong reason to make a movie.
And then,
Oh, yeah.
the following statement is, remember that,
Yeah, that kind of
insert
shit.
something we've
Oh my
already
God.
seen.
Yeah, like or they'll what they do on these on a lot of movies now, especially action movies. They'll be like, okay, I want a scene where he's in this city, he's at this location doing this, and I want 5 of these scenes, and now the writer has to piece it all together.
Oh,
And it's just
God.
yeah.
it's just a piece of shit, like Star Wars, the first Last Jedi.
Last Jedi.
They were like, we want this, this, and this, and this, and that's why the movie was a mess. So anyway,
Oh. Why was I thinking of Return of the Jedi? Yeah.
oh
Last
yeah, the
Jedi.
newest one, yeah.
Yeah, that's completely different.
Well, nobody's ever really gone. Yeah.
Shout out.
Ah, midichlorian.
Guys, that's it for me. I know we ended
Yeah.
it. Unless y'all have anything else, I'm pretty.
Nah, we've been going for a while now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this was a good week.
Oh yeah, no, we saw some.
The last 2 weeks we've watched some really, really good films. We watched Hero. We've watched
Bite Night. James just farted.
I did not.
That Cronenberg film Extends.
Existence.
Yeah.
Existence. That
I
was
apologize
interesting.
for that.
No. I honestly,
I was so excited for that, and then it was.
There's this thing where I don't.
line.
There's some movies that I have noticed, and I won't see until the universe presents them to me.
Me too. Yeah.
And one of them, for example, is Adaptation with Nicolas Cage. One of Nicolas Cage's
That's like one of my favorite movies.
best performances. One
You've
of the best
seen it?
films. Oh yeah,
Have you seen Adaptation?
we saw that in class.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
I literally went to school to go and watch this movie and then converse about it with
Dude,
students and
Charlie Kaufman, man,
dude.
the most meta writer in. Dude, check out Adaptation.
Okay.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
I haven't
Oh,
seen
it's downstairs,
Adaptation.
Blu-ray. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so
Dude, you guys
I
want to
hadn't
watch it
seen
like on
that.
Sunday or something?
I hadn't seen that for the longest time.
Yeah.
And then Liam Lockhart's like, we're going to watch Adaptation. I was like, fuck. This is that Nicolas Cage movie. And this is when Nicolas Cage was on his down slope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's coming up now. He's rising again, but he was on his down slope.
Yeah, and
with
you're
this
like,
bullshit.
what the fuck is this?
And
Is
so
this
I
like a
never-
comedy? What is this? Yeah.
I never bothered with it. I liked the poster or DVD cover. It's his head sideways, and there's like a pot on it and a plant, and the plant is very pivotal to the plot. But I'd never seen it, and then the universe showed it to me. Liam Lockhart was like, "We're gonna watch this today."
Liam Lockhart is our one of our teachers back at the school.
phenomenal
Yeah.
teacher, an absolute delightful human being.
Yeah. No, I love Liam, man.
So I watched that movie, and I leave class feeling, why have I never watched this fucking movie?
It is one
There's
of the
another
most
movie,
brilliant movies I've
Rocky
ever
Horror
seen.
Picture Show. It was just like, let's watch it. Like the universe, Rachel was just like, we're watching Rocky Horror, and I was like, oh my god, all right, Like, I never force a movie onto myself unless I'm in the mood for it. Otherwise, I'll just let the universe say, hey, it's here on HBO. Click it. You're by yourself. Watch it, And so that's how Existenz was. I've digressed a little bit, but I'd always seen it and wondered, what is that about? And I'm glad I watched it because there was a lot of great body horror and, interesting
cool
things.
Yeah,
interesting things to pull from and inspire us as we create things in the future. So,
but yeah. No, we'll watch... I think the three of us should watch Adaptation again. I haven't seen it in a few years.
Adaptation is wonderful.
And because I just want to see John's...
it's so
I want to see your
good,
face,
man. It is so goddamn good.
Yeah.
Chris Cooper won the Academy Award that year for supporting actor.
Chris Cooper?
Yeah, he plays the guy with no tooth.
He won an Academy Award for that?
Yeah.
Dude, nice.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Nicolas
great.
Cage was nominated for Best Actor, but it lost out to
something terrible. I don't know. I'm just
kidding.
kidding.
It's probably Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah. Dude cleans up.
Yeah. Well, anyways, I have
feel
nothing
so
else.
bad for Joaquin because like two of his biggest performances were losses to Daniel Day.
Dude. Yeah, Joaquin is
Joaquin doesn't need awards, though.
No, he really doesn't.
He does not give a fuck.
Yeah, it's all insider bullshit, the awards anyway, but Joaquin is one of those transcendent actors up there with Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah.
He is fucking amazing.
Yeah. I think that's a unanimous agreement.
Yeah.
Well, guys, that's it for me. I don't have anything else unless you guys do.
No, yeah.
No.
Okay, well, as always, it's a treat being on Cinema Shat with you guys. Those of you listening in, please visit our channel, Alien Art School, on YouTube. Hit that subscribe and the bell and all that fucking bullshit.
Why do you always say that?
I don't know. I think I'm actually just going to stop. I'm just tired of saying it every week. Not because it's just boring to say.
Yeah, if you keep saying it, I'm just gonna wring your ass. And by that verb, I mean the movie.
I haven't
The
had
Ring.
my ass rimmed in so long.
That's not what I meant.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to send you a videotape that's creepy, and then you're gonna, I'm gonna kill you.
Oh yeah.
In a week, I'll give you a week to figure it out.
All right, guys. Well, this has been Cinema Shat, brought to you every Thursday. Tune in next week when we watch some more shitty or good movies and talk about them.
Yeah.